What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. Gonna go ahead and start this a little differently today. Um, we're gonna go over some charts. Just bear with me. I'm just kind of waiting for some people to come in, and we're gonna get to it. Have a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoy this. Welcome to all the Pirate Chain community as well. Glad to have you. As we know, everything is coming to fruition. And I'll even do this right now. That way, you guys, if you really want to look at a chart, whatever, we'll get to it. But again, just waiting for people to kind of come in a little bit and whatever. Yeah, I'm just messing around. So yeah, let's kind of get into it. Hopefully, people are here and ready because it's about to be pretty crazy. As we know, we do have an FOMC meeting this week, which definitely help us and help Bitcoin, give us some legs, and so let's get to it. As you can see, Bitcoin here on the daily right now, trying to recover from that bounce off the 200. That is very vital here. We do have a green dot that just printed a few days ago for Bitcoin as well on the daily time frame, which is really good. Got our RSI trying to break this 50 level right here. If we get a close above that, we'll see some continuation to the upside. But obviously, this level here between 114, 115 ish is definitely going to be critical to break. But don't think we're going to break it on the first try. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. Actually, I'm glad you said. I need to actually cut that now. Oh, here we go. There we go. I don't even know if y'all can see that. Yep, it sure did. Yeah, it did that. Okay, cool. No problem. Still getting used to everything over here. Good to see you, Ronan. Always a pleasure, my brother. Good to see you. Good to see you, the crypto professor. Always good to see you as well. Yeah, this is going to be a fun ride this week, guys. We got FOMC, I believe, on Tuesday, Wednesday. Obviously, um, we are already starting to see effects from that. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Can you make the chart a little bigger? Oh yeah. It actually should now. Maybe it's not a little bigger anymore. Let's see. Let's see if it is. Oh, I don't know what happened. All right. That should have fixed it. Let's hope so. It's going to be fun. There's a little bit of a lag, but that's all right. Very interesting. So weird. There we go. Okay, cool. We got the chart bigger now. I don't know what happened there, but yeah. So Going to be a fun week. Um, really critical for us to break here on the daily. But I do want to kind of zoom out and, the macro for Bitcoin, obviously on the weekly is kind of but we can definitely still come back from that. I'm not too concerned with it. We checked the 21 as support here for a healthy check-in, right? Just like we had done here in the previous here in this bull market. Come down, check the 21. It's all good. And then we ride up out of there, make another new all-time high. That is actually exactly what we are hoping for this time as well, which we definitely should. So, because we still got some higher levels to tackle on this chart. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, yeah, but the economy, this, that, and the other. But we haven't even really began to print mass amounts of money like I believe that we're going to. And it's going to, I think, catch a lot of people off guard. So that'll be really fun, especially for risk on assets. So, yeah, definitely going to be a good time, 100%. So, let's kind of look at the monthly. I am kind of curious about the monthly. The monthly, still hanging strong there. We do have a red dot here that had printed back in September, but we're just kind of chopping here until we break to the next level here. Because our 1618 for this market cycle, we're looking at about 162, 173. I think this, oh, you know what? No, it is 173, but I actually kind of messed up here because this is just for the local fib that I had pulled when I was doing some other stuff. But yeah, so, we can always see wicks to the upside too. That's why I kind of have this box here, because we could see, a wick to potentially even tap this long-term trend line, which is about 14 years old. So it wouldn't be surprising if it were to do that. Again, we are nearing the end, so we should start to see some parabolic movements here. But we just got to get Bitcoin up and out of here and get Ethereum on its way as well, which, seeing Ethereum above 4,000, that's cool. But we really want to see us starting to break into price discovery here above like 49, above like $5,000. Once we start to see Ethereum above $5,000, that's going to be a massive signal for the market, and it's going to make a lot of people start to FOMO, in my opinion. So, we got other things. The main narrative of this market cycle, though, the things that have done really well or done at least decent and been best performers, I would have to say, has been privacy. Zcash being one. Yeah, we've seen like little pumps and then, they dump off and things of that nature. But I think people might be starting to really kind of catch the privacy narrative. But let's see what happens, guys. If you're already in and you stand behind what you believe in, then that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Everybody else can, tell you whatever it is that they want to tell you, but you have to believe in what you're invested in, or else you could potentially sell too early, sell too late, all those things. But kind of speaking about privacy a little bit, Zen seeing a nice little 20% pop today, which is pretty awesome. On the monthly, it's up about 54%, which is pretty epic. But yeah, Zen was looking good. Even got a green dot here too for confirmation. Stotch, once you get a confirmed daily close above the 20 level here, it'd be confirmed. But so far, so good. We just gotta kind of take one thing at a time here. I don't want to get everybody too excited, but I do want to talk about Pirate Chain, because Pirate Chain, I've talked about it quite a while. People see me talk about it quite a bit on this channel, and I am a firm believer in Pirate Chain and the technology and just the community as a whole, you know? So, you know, as a crypto community, I don't think you can really ask for a better community out there. A lot of people with a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, um, you know, not falling for what most people are falling for these days in the market or even in life. We got a lot of conscious individuals in the Pirate Chain community, which I'm very pleased, to be a part of and proud to be a part of that community as well. Um, so yeah, I definitely want to thank everybody for coming. I know we're going to get people here and there, but this chart, guys, is actually, in my opinion, right now shaping up to be, if not the best chart in crypto right now, then one of the best charts in crypto. This thing is looking extremely bullish on the weekly chart, which is great. As long as we can close today above 37.74, we're going to get to 8, crossing up through the 200 on the weekly chart. That is really, really good. That is very good news. That's very bullish. And then we got the 21 and all the other moving averages behind it. So this thing could definitely get some legs in a hurry. Now also too, the 2-week chart, same thing. Instead of the 200, it's the 100 2-week moving average here. You're going to have the 8 cross up through the 100. And then if you zoom all the way out to the macro to the 1 month chart, you got it trying to touch the 50. Once this breaks on the monthly, this could be extremely interesting. Not that these other charts aren't interesting and bullish, but all this leading up is, is looking at very bullish on the higher time frames, which is what we definitely want to see. Just to kind of put it into perspective, let's, since Bitcoin has some history, we can kind of take you back with that, which I'm going to get rid of some of these indicators so you can see more of the chart itself. So yeah, let's look here. Oh, did I get rid of it? Yep, I sure did. That's all right. It's no big deal. How on earth did I do that? Huh. I must accidentally delete the indicator. No big deal. I'll go ahead and throw it back on. Where are you at? There we go. So I'm going to zoom out to the monthly chart. So I know this is a lot. Let's do the 8 to 21, blah, 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 etc., right? Let's see. So what are you guys up to? Is everybody, how's everybody else doing out there? Everybody doing okay out there? Oh, why is this not on here? Oh, yeah. All right, I got you. Man, I don't want all that on there. Jeez. There we go. All right, cool. I deleted the wrong one. No big deal. So yeah, the 50, as you can see right there, banging up against the 50. Yeah, I got to readjust this because this is your 50, but obviously you can see Bitcoin got below the 50 here. And then once it was able to break the 50, which let's do it right now. I was trying to save you guys a little bit of time, but that's all right. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Bolting that baby out. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, as you can see here, I know it's a lot for the Bitcoin chart, but price in a bear market gets below the 50. Once it breaks, it comes back, test, and see you later. Just to kind of put it into perspective. So, that's great news for Pirate Chain. Very great news for Pirate Chain, and potentially some other assets as well. Because I don't think. Let's look. Because look here, Ethereum didn't even break the 50 here. This bear market, right? On the monthly. And this is a month. This is a much higher time frame chart. But as you can see back here, October 19th and stuff, it actually did break the 50. So a lot of interesting things are happening with this chart. So, but as you can see though, even like Ethereum, once it got above the 50 on the monthly chart, see you later. Thing was out of here, which was July 2020. And then we came here, bounced on it, came up, got a relief rally, shut down, bounce again, and then took a little rally. Boom, it bounced off it, another rally, a little bit higher, and then boom, we plunged through it. Now we're back above and trying to get this momentum to the upside here. And we also have all these spider lines too. Obviously, we had some resistance here, but once we can break this into price discovery, things will start moving much easier. And because we'll be breaking the spider line, and our next top of our spider line, we're looking at 16K, which our 1618 is here. So, the max, in my opinion, Ethereum 14,000. Fibonacci sequence definitely reflects just that. So, yeah, I really don't see that. Which also, here's another key indicator. Like I said, the spider line as well. So, yeah, I wouldn't really expect Ethereum to do much more than that. So like a 2-3x from here, yeah, not too exciting. But our altcoins are going to be extremely exciting. So that's going to be something to be said too. So, you guys have any chart requests or anything of that nature? We got Dia taking a nice move today, which is really nice to see. We're bouncing right off the trend line here that we have. We got 1, 2, 3 touches, 3 major touches, but obviously we got many touches right here. So Dia's still looking strong. I'm excited. So yeah, we do have a death cross looming here but it's on the daily chart. Number 1, number 2. Most of the time when you see a death cross, most of the price action has been already put into the downside. So not worried about that at all whatsoever. Let's see. So yeah, definitely excited about Dia. On this next upside to Dia, if we were just to go ahead, I'm going to turn off this indicator because it's a little too much sometimes, especially if we're trying to draw fibs and stuff. But this next fib for Dia, just locally, right? is, I'll tell you right now, next 1618 for DIA, just a local, is going to be $4.20, which makes sense because, we have the 786 here, which is, the sniper zone. And then also right into here, things tend to get choked out and, tend to reverse and see a nice little correction before they can make some more upside. So this also correlates with these fibs right here. So to see a wick here at about $4.20, I really wouldn't be surprised on this next move to the upside. It would not be out of the realm of possibility, or in fact, it really, there's a lot of confluence that says just that. Another one that I liked a lot, which is an RWA as well, is Lumia. It had a nasty spill to the downside here, just like a lot of things, even the bigger cryptos like XRP, um, AVAX, all those, Cosmos, did the same thing. So very, very interesting. But this thing, I couldn't believe it. This thing wicked all the way to 4.7 pennies. Like, wow. And I was telling everybody up here in this range, I was like, I would not buy this thing, because for me, it's, we could probably pick it up in the bear market a lot cheaper. And, ever since, it's kind of been in a downtrend, started to make like a bottom here, and then it kind of just fell out. But yeah, the good news is, the lower we go, whenever we hit these charts like that, the higher we can actually go later. So, I'm actually glad it did that. It flushed out probably a lot of people as well. Now they're going to be buying at much higher prices. So, going to be very, very interesting. Um, if you guys don't have any questions, though, looks like, I know it's been a while, guys. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. So, um, if you guys don't have anything, I just really wanted to get on here and talk about Pirate Chain, really, truly. Kind of like a little break-in video back, because it's been a while since I made a crypto video. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments, and I'll make sure the next video or the next live stream I do, I'll go ahead and chart some of these cryptos for you. There's a bunch of them. Obviously, I know that people are into, like Corium. I know a lot of people are into Corium too. And, a lot of these cryptos have seen a lot of craziness. SD, another good one. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. But I'm really just, focused on Pirate Chain and a couple other ones like Dia, Lumia, things on my side. I'm not really extremely spread out, especially right now in this market cycle of where we are in the cycle. I think it's, going to be a lot more beneficial to be a little more consolidated, less to watch, less stressful, and more gains. So remember, guys, just when this cycle is over, it's definitely going to be very smart to take your profit, because this next bear market could be really bad, or we never know what could really take place. So the best thing you can do is take your money, because there's always going to be another opportunity, no matter what anybody says. That's just the reality. There's always, always, always another opportunity. So, hope you guys have an awesome day. And again, make sure you like this video if you guys, appreciate the value that I'm giving you here. You can even see sorry guys, actually, I forgot to talk about Zcash. Zcash, I remember I was big on Zcash back in 2018 because of all the research I did. But then I found Pirate Chain. And, Pirate Chain is basically Zcash's little bigger brother, I guess you could say. Because, the tech is more sound. It's more private. It's private by default. So for the people that are in the Zcash, I highly suggest you do your own research on Pirate Chain too, because Pirate Chain is, in my opinion, it's much far superior. It's far superior. And now the crazy thing is Zcash actually just surpassed the price of Monero. Because look, Monero is only at 343. It just broke through into the spider line. We're going to have some resistance here at 363, right around 390 range here. But then we're going to be competing with the all-time high. But Zcash is already done, like, surpassed it. It's literally surpassed Monero right now, which says a lot. So if anybody watches this and is into Zcash, definitely do your own research about Pirate Chain, because I promise you, if you put the tech side by side, you guys are going to love Pirate Chain as equally, if not more. It's really easy to, hold yourself to with the wallets that they have and everything. They do have a Telegram community and everything as well. We're over there, and Discord. So I really suggest that you guys really do your own research about this. Yeah, and now with the price of Zcash, man, you could literally pick up a lot of Pirate Chain with just, even just, like 10, 20, 30, 40 Zcash. So I think it would be highly beneficial, because this thing's already, seen a very good increase. I've been eyeing this chart for quite some time now too, because this, to me, the macro, it's an Adam and Eve double bottom, like, period. Like, there's no getting around it. Perfect. And now we're going to test previous all-time highs, at least for this chart, because I know Zcash actually did go much higher, um, back in 2017, 2018. But yeah, this is an Adam and Eve double bottom. That's a very strong bullish pattern. So this thing could do extremely well. So, but with the gains already being had for Zcash here, you could really roll those gains potentially from Zcash into Pirate Chain, and really double up your money pretty relatively fast. So hope this helps, and sending much love, many blessings, and hope